The wonders of the internet can also bring unimaginable dangers into your home. When we first began to look at internet crimes involving children, we were catapulted into the 21st century. Listen as Hawaii children tell us how easy it is to meet strangers on the internet.
I am 12, and in order to have a MySpace website, you have to be 16, but then people just lie about their ages. All your friends have it, so everybody wants to have it. Almost all the older people are there for dating.
I'm a 16-year-old, and even for me, it's scary. Going to the mall is scary for me, but even going online is even scarier because they're getting into you, at the mall, you're more glancing at someone. But when you're online, that's when you start asking questions. You get more intimate, more personal.
It's just like your child is being taken by the hand by some stranger, except they're being taken in a more intimate way. They're being taken by, here's something about me. Oh, we have this in common.
I was talking to my friend, and she told me one day, I met this super cool guy. I think he was in his late 20s. And what really scared me was that she told him what school we went to. And he said, let's meet up. I'll meet you after school.
The guy would be like, I want to meet you and I want to do all these kind of stuff. And then my friends would be like, oh yeah, and then they just play around. But then when it starts getting to a point where it's getting too gross for my friends, and they'll stop. But then the people would just keep on asking and asking.
Sex offenders will spend a tremendous amount of time, hours and hours. I mean, we've had cases where we've gone into the home and the sex offender doesn't even want to get up to go to the bathroom, and they've been urinating in a bucket. They'll sit there, through the night into the next day in chat rooms.
So they groom and they mold these kids into a point to where it doesn't matter that the person's 10, 15, 20, 30 years older than them.
A lot of the kids who have become involved sexually with these offenders, actually 50% of them in a study that was recently done, say they're in love with the offender.
So what can you do to keep your children safe? Listen to the experts.
When you send your kids out for the night, you give them curfews, you give them restrictions, you find out who they're with and what they're doing. So it's kind of the same thing for a computer. You have to know where they're going, who they're talking to.
They shouldn't use a computer as a babysitter. Having a computer in a child's bedroom is a bad idea.
Keep your computer in a location that, everybody can see it, preferably in a living room, dining room area. Whereas we find that 80% of the children that have become victimized by predators online had their computers in their bedrooms.
Parents have to understand that when kids are out on the internet, it's a great resource, a great tool for them in terms of things like homework and research and things of that nature. But what is the real legitimate purpose of a blog, for example, or an online diary? Why would you want to share your most intimate secrets, your most personal feelings online with anyone being able to see them?
Please, take seriously what you have just seen. And remember, the internet is like a two-way mirror. It can open the whole world to you, but it can also open you to the whole world.